hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Reina Creole, and I am here with my co-host of Positive Fandom. And in this video, we are going to be doing a reaction and review to yet another episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We are going through the Battle Tendency season, and we are going to be watching and reacting to the second episode, which is a letter from the past. So, previous episode, we got to meet the progenitor of the Joestar clan, which of course is Jonathan Joestar, and we got introduced to Dio.
Yes.
Yes, one of the most how we put it, he's a very interesting villain, you would say.
He is. He's very slick. He knows what's up, and he's going to play this game to the end, Lorena.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like Damien. I kid you not. You've ever seen that? This kid's freaking Damien. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and kick this off. 3, 2, and here we go. I love this. This gives me like monster movie vibes.
It is very much that way. And you know how much I love Jack the Ripper. Anything Jack the Ripper, I love.
Oh, it's about to get really even weirder. Even weirder. So in that intro that we just saw, you actually saw all the JoJos up to Stone Ocean,
I
literally.
did see that. I did
See, that
notice that. So that was kind of cool.
that was something that I had not paid attention to before.
Well, I'm fine with it. I think it's just so cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That and the music and anime intros in general are like all banging, but this one, it's just the hallmark of the series. I mean, this was the first one that started, so it's kind of like the pilot. So they put a lot of different things together. But I will say when you go back and you watch Stone Ocean for part 3 and they change their intro, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, what are they gonna do?" I've seen this before. They drop stuff in like plain sight, which I think is one of the coolest sight gags ever.
I agree.
And I freaking love David Productions, the animation studio.
Whew.
Rugby.
Now, I wouldn't have known it was rugby. Thank you for telling me. I thought it was American football.
I yeah. That's like where it came from because people are like, "Oh, you mean soccer?" I'm like, "No, we mean football." Like, "Oh, we call it rugby." I'm like, "Yeah, well, we plus that sucker, and we call it football."
Oh, he's using his special powers. That's not fair.
Mm-mm. This announcer kills me. I can't wait to hear it, like, in a Japanese, dub voice. I heard it's just as crazy.
A little bit more friendly here.
Seems so, huh? I find it kinda interesting Dio is a lawyer.
They're quite muscular.
Yes. There's actually a reason for this. When Araki first started to do this particular anime, he based, Battle Tendency off of the muscular action stars of the '80s, like Schwarzenegger, like
Oh.
Stallone, um, so they were, like, seriously overpowered. As you shouldn't. Diabolical.
Mhm. Hmm.
Makes you wonder what it was. But in the late 1800s, there's so many diseases you could get. Yeah, like, yeah, we're just keeping up appearances.
Oh, dear. There's that mask again.
Mhm.
Oh, look at what someone is doing.
It's like, why would it react to someone's blood like that?
I wish I knew what those, the letters were saying.
It's like, how is it? Kind of like dramatic action, like something that's really pivotal, because it took me a while to figure it out too when I saw it, but you notice it's like a discovery, something dramatic that's happening.
And now we know he's poisoning the father.
Mhm. He's like, "Yeah, and?" Oh.
You're saying he killed his father too?
I think that's what he's trying to say. Mm,
Make him take it.
mhm. You know he hates his father.
How did we go from this to I'm gonna punch you in the face?
Because Dio is what is it? He's like a textbook narcissist. Be very charming, but if he feels like you are just completely disrespecting him, and he has so much anger towards his father, he cannot control it.
Poor Jojo.
The crap Dio's put him through.
Mm.
So he's plotting.
Yeah, this ain't over.
Mm-mm.
But if he felt that way about his own ancestry, then just become a do-gooder and fight any evil out there to counteract.
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
Jojo is kind of just like, why is it my father seems to um appears to like treat Dio better than him. It's like, and I'm his own son. It's like it's interesting that difference, how he doesn't have hatred towards his father.
Right. Well, we know that doesn't happen.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait.
Mm.
Or will it?
Right? I love how over the top he is. He's like the perfect Bond villain.
Ooh. Let's go down it.
Yes, check it out. Hmm. He's like, what? Get in trouble with your father? I don't think so.
Mm.
Hmm. Now, pay rapt attention to a certain name. Almost a Clockwork Orange, these guys remind me of. Yeah, I don't think so. Well,
Jojo didn't flinch.
mm-mm.
He'd take on the whole group.
Hmm. So you think.
Mhm.
Mhm. There's always cats in anime. Just
Mm.
like your daddy. Mm. Mm. Oh, well, that was
He didn't even give it a chance.
No, he's very impatient. What is this? He's a freaking zombie now? Okay, so this is Night of the Living Dead now. Uh-oh. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, vampire. Mm,
The timing.
yeah. Uh-oh.
Did something happen to Dio that he can't be in the light?
No, I think when he got home, um, the lights were off. Like usually there would be, I guess, like lamps lit, and he gets home and there's nothing. So he's just like, what the heck is going on? And
Wow.
then Jonathan Joestar's there and he's got like all the candles lit, like, so you back. Well, he didn't expect for JoJo to be back.
Yeah. I love this music.
I didn't know who this was for the longest time. All I knew was it sounded very 70s. It's actually from a band called Yes.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'd never heard the song before, but I knew the band, or just could not place it. So
I always
this
think of Owner of a Lonely Heart.
that's my favorite. That is my favorite one. 'Cause I was like, why do I know this from somewhere? Yeah, with this whole series, he will actually put music in. Like, I cannot stand the installment of Golden Wind, but all the episodes would end with, Jodeci's "Freaking You." Oh. So, just to kind of, like, pause for a minute, let's see, we'll click to next episode and we'll pause it, but that's, like, pause for, like, a minute.
Yes.
So, what
Yes.
do we think of A Letter, from the Past?
It's great. But who knew that that letter would become so important um, in this situation? And it really freaked Dio out big time. So he thought that, Jojo's dad was going to be killed and he could easily take over, but nothing's going to be easy for Dio, is it?
No, especially given his temper when he doesn't like it when he's reminded of his father or his plans seem to be in extreme danger, and he's not above making sure that Jojo gets taken out. Along the way, there's just nothing redeemable about Dio, which is probably why he's so fascinating. He's so fascinating, and I just find it interesting that he's a freaking lawyer on top of this.
Well, it makes sense because a lot of those young guys were trained in the law profession, and they'd have to choose an apprenticeship. Even though he's a gentleman, he may have his Jojo's dad might have decided, well, a good profession for Dio would be an attorney.
Hmm.
So, especially at that time, that's a great profession for him. He'll always have work and he'll do well, and so that's a good thing. But yeah, it is funny, knowing his ethics and morals or lack of them anyway.
Yes, it's kind of like that juxtaposition, going on with that. So I just find that fascinating. Like I told people, I said, well, Dio's basically a bisexual undead lawyer, right? And I was like, huh? I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Which
And
eventually he turns into.
well, so this is a good question, that I have, or at least something I'm thinking about is um that vampire or whatever it was drew blood from Dio. So what does that make Dio now at this point?
That is an excellent question. Is he like full vampire? Is he half vampire? Because maybe the whole transformation didn't completely, can completely take place. I mean, that's a very interesting question. So we're actually going to find out what that is in the next episode. So, can you tell the people where they can find you here on the interwebs?
Yes, you can always find me on my YouTube channel, Positive Fandom, where we do all the parlay in the fandom. You can find me on the Burn Network as well. You can also find me here with Lorena Creole, and on the 1/6 Scale Man Network.
Awesome. Awesome. And of course, you can find me here. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. And you can also find me on YouTube. Again, you can find me on the Burn Network for Ladies of the PGS on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern with of Positive Fandom. And you can also find me on Herm's channel as well for various videos and live streams. So please do make sure that you are subscribed to the both of us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.